Spencer, a fantastic 3-1 home victory over Salisbury to get us back to winning ways. How impressed were you with this afternoon's performance and result?
Yeah, good description. Really, really impressive. Probably our best performance as far as we controlled the game. With the greatest respect to Salisbury, have had a really good start in the division, had some big wins, beaten Boreham Wood, beaten Slough. I thought 3-1 almost flatters them. I thought we controlled it. We stopped them doing what they know they want to do. And I thought, if anything, I felt we should have been more up at half time. Millis has missed a good chance, but we controlled the game. That was what was so nice. Stopped a good team playing. Second half, obviously, again, early goal settles us down. Third wonderful goal. We've missed an absolute sitter through Richard Chin, which would have made it even better. And that, I'm disappointed because I wanted another clean sheet. And it's a great ball in. And as I said, Ricky just didn't want it to be in everyone's chat. So, but a thoroughly well-deserved 3-1 win. So absolutely delighted, especially with everything that's going on at the moment, because there is so much going on around the playing squad. To get a performance like that, and that's, I think, 4 wins at home is really, really good.
How key was that early goal just a minute into the game?
Of course you want to score early. I mean, there's always the time you say you can score too early, but look, teams will say that we do have that weapon with the long throw. They had a long throw. Lots of teams have got long throws, but I don't think we get as much support with the way that we can play. I thought we played some good football today. I still think we've got a lot more to give. We've still got a lot of players that aren't quite right yet for lots of different reasons, but we've got 15 points, nearly 2 points a game, which quite frankly, you get that to the end of the season, you're likely to win the title. So it's been a really solid start. Our home seems great. It was good attendance today, and thanks to the Salisbury fans that travelled en masse. But goals change games, and when you score in the first minute and probably 3 or 4 minutes in the second half, having missed a sitter, it's really sets you up. But overall, I'm just absolutely delighted with the performance today.
Did we have any injuries today? I know Casey was the recipient of a bad challenge in the second half.
Yeah, I think the yellow card count sums it up. I think we got a yellow card for just complaining when we scored. I think 3 of their back 5 got yellows. I think that showed our dominance. It was great that the refs today were comms up and there were a couple of really good decisions. So I'm delighted for everyone involved with the work that's gone behind through the National League and us supporting getting the comms kits in. So look, yes, Manny's struggling a little bit. With John Page was only ever going to do 60. Chin we got off. Obviously Mason Bloomfield is not, it's not as bad as we thought. We think he should be available next week. Ollie Robinson, touch and go hopefully for next week. Ben Mason's going to play 30 minutes on Tuesday night, possibly moving forward. So look, I have to put a shout out through to young Taylor, who I think pushed Ricky very close to man of the match, because he came in at right back. I wanted to take Bradders out the firing line a little bit. It regularly happens. A young man gets in and, perhaps not quite at the levels he's been for the early couple of games, but he's got time on his side. And I thought Taylor, who's played right back a lot before, people didn't realise, he's played 2 years at right back at Ipswich. I thought he was fantastic. And then he bounced back into central midfield as well and carried on. So he had a really good game, but there were lots of 7 and 8s out of 10s today. Really, really good. Thankfully, it doesn't look like we've picked up any more serious injuries, but we've got players playing with niggles at the moment. We didn't have Ollie Robinson today, we didn't have Mason Bloomfield. Obviously, Joe Haig, he's seeing another specialist on Monday. The list goes on. Ben Mason's been out for ages, and I've got to make a special thing for John Page, who's been out for the most terrible 17 months. What a start for him to get in and play 60 minutes and score, so I'm delighted for him. So, look, a really good day for us. We want to enjoy it, and then we're really back to work and focus tomorrow for a massive week.
And you mentioned all the injuries there. How pleased are you not to have a midweek game for quite a while now?
God, yeah, thank goodness. I mean, we desperately need it, because we have got players that are really playing on empty with little niggles, and it's tough. And then what's happening is you're playing players like Reggie, that has been superb for us, played him so many minutes, and then his levels start to drop because we're just working him so hard. So it was great we could give him a little bit of a rest today. Chinny coming back to it again, predetermined he wouldn't do much more than an hour. So look, it's a relief, quite frankly. We're going to have David Bamang, I think, will play on Tuesday. He needs big minutes. And I think Ben Mason will play 30 odd minutes, maybe a tad more in the first half, and then the superstars will play on Tuesday. I think you're playing Dom. Delighted for it, and I'm sure they'll do the shirt proud on Tuesday night.
And just finally, what are your thoughts on the FA Cup tie at Wilton next Saturday? Hopefully we can fill a coach as well.
Well, I hope so. Look, I said it briefly at my training update before today's game. It's the hardest tie on paper. that you can get at this stage, unless you're playing a team at your own level. So they've won 5 straight league games. It's on an awful surface. I'm not going to apologise for it. That's nothing to do with Walton. I think they're a club that's absolutely on the up. They're doing so well. They've only lost to Tottenham 1-0 away this season. They play great football. There'll be a big attendance. Everything is loaded for us to go out. But as I said the other day, I've not lost in 18 odd years in the FA Cup to a team lower, and I've no intention of it happening this week. We will be working very hard. We will prep well. We know it's a very, very tough game, and we will need to play well to get through it on that pitch. With the injuries we've got, the niggles we've got, and of course that's going to impact who wants to play on that pitch, quite frankly. So it's all set up to go against us. Well, this will be a real test of character, but you can't ask for more than we did today. And we know that, with the greatest respect, we've got some very, very good players with a level above, and we've got to go out there and stamp our authority. We may be the away side, hope, and I'm sure the fans will get there, be a big attendance. And we look forward to an exciting tie, because the FA Cup's as good as it gets. And if you want to get a chance of the glamour ties moving further in the competition, you've got to win some really tough games, and they don't get tougher than this. But we'll be ready, and we're looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spencer, and good luck next Saturday.
Thanks very much, Tom.